here, coming at you today, sharing 11 popular questions and their answers, all regarding the brand new clone spell in Clash of Clans. Now, I have to mention beforehand that this is the developer build, so some of these answers might be subject to change, but I'm pretty confident this will be the version we do see in-game once the update drops. So question number 1. How long do the cloned units actually last? What is their duration? You can see we started this stopwatch at about 2 minutes and 59 seconds, and you'll see they start to flicker around 15 seconds in, and then they fade away from that. So it's about 15 to 16 seconds. Question number 2. What unit will be cloned first? What does it depend on? Is it the unit housing cost? Is it what is dropped first? What is the unit that will be cloned if there are multiple units in that spell radius? Well, that was the first time we actually dropped the balloons first and then the lava hound. Now we're going to go ahead and drop the lava hound first and then the balloons, and you guys will see the answer that it is whatever unit was dropped first on the map in the entire battle. That is the unit that will be cloned first once it's in the radius of the clone spell. Now let's move on to the third question. Can skeleton spells be cloned? Well, let's take a look here. We're going to drop a few max skeleton spells, and then the clone spell, and as you can see, skeleton spells can indeed be cloned. Not sure exactly why you want to do so for 3 housing cost on the spells, but they can indeed be cloned. Now let's go ahead and move on to the fourth question. Can heroes be cloned? So let's go ahead and drop our Barbarian King over here, and drop the clone spell, and you can see nothing happens. However, when you engage the Iron Fist ability, all those Barbarians that are spawned can indeed be cloned, and sometimes I found towards the core of the map they actually do get cloned, as they will make up those units to get to the 30 housing space. Here you go in the next question here. Do the cloned Lava Hounds spawn lava pups? And as you can see, the answer is no, they do not. They spawn a few lava pups, but they don't do any damage, and they quickly disappear. How about cloned golems? Will they spawn golemites? You can see here we have 2 golems, one cloned, one not. They're kind of getting confused there, but you can see the cannons are actually targeting the hologram or the cloned golem right now, and you can see he's almost about ready to die. He'll split real quickly, and then those golems will immediately disappear as well. So just like the lava hounds, the golems will not spawn their little golemites. So it's important to know, probably not a good idea to go ahead and clone golems or lava hounds. How about witches? Will the cloned witches actually spawn their little clone skeletons? And as you can see here, they do indeed. The cloned witches do spawn cloned skeletons. How about those skeletons? Can you there clone the skeletons of the cloned witches? Yes, you can. Although, again, I'm not sure why you'd want to exactly, but hey, good to know, right? They can clone. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. Can one troop make multiple clones? So let's drop 2 clone spells here, and in one clone spell, we'll drop 1 troop, and in the other will drop a bunch. And you can see here, if only 1 troop is in that radius, they will actually clone their max amount of troop space. So it's important to know that you only have to use 1 balloon, or whatever troop you're cloning, to spawn the max amount of clones. How about clone troops? Do they count towards the Eagle Artillery activation? A surprising answer here, at least for me. I'm going to go ahead and drop 4 golems, illustrating how you normally activate the Eagle Artillery. It's 150 troop space to activate, with spells counting as 5 troop space per spell slot. So essentially, what the question here is, do the cloned spells count as the troop space, or do the cloned troops count as troop space when activating the Eagle Artillery? And the answer, as you're going to see here, is actually the spells count towards the Eagle Artillery activation, not the cloned troops. So essentially, those 2 cloned golems count as 40 troop space, and not the full 60 troop space, so you can actually get 1 more golem on the board before activating that Eagle Artillery. Essentially, you're looking at 5 golems, for example, taking up 150 troop space, enough to activate the Eagle Artillery. But when you use the clone spell, you're looking at 140 troop space, because that last cloned golem only counts as 20 troop space, not